Hello guys and welcome. My name is Marcela Ramirez, and on today's video I'm gonna go over the process from making the decision to go into real estate to actually getting your license. So stay tuned and here we go. Number one, make sure that you're doing this for the right reasons. Make sure that it feels right and is the right time for you. So talk to someone in the industry to have a better idea what real estate really is about. Make sure that you know exactly what are you getting yourself into. So ask a lot of questions, do your research, and make sure that it feels right for you. So I think that's the number one thing to get yourself into real estate. Alrighty, so you have decided to go for real estate. What's next? Next, it's looking for a school. You can literally look it up on Google, search a school nearby, real estate schools or such. In my case, I'm from New Jersey, so my license will be in New Jersey. So I had a friend, a realtor, that told me about a place. So I went to this place and I asked them questions about the rates, the times, the hours and such. And I compared to some of the research that I did, that I got from Google, and I decided to go with them. So make sure that the schedule works for you, make sure that the rates are reasonable, and go for it. Alrighty, so number three, you have chosen the school of your convenience and now you're going in. Make sure you're ready and prepared. They're gonna give you a book, and then they're gonna give you probably reading assignments and homeworks. They're gonna do classes, activities and such. Just make sure you are up to it, like complete everything and do everything as you go. Don't try not to take breaks in between. Try to just get it over with. Get all your 75 hours as much as you can, go in as much as you can and just get it over with, so all the information is fresh in your head. When I was going, I had people that they were already in their third month because they were taking a class here and then a class there and such. So that to me is a waste of time because the information is so heavy that I feel like you need to be up to it, and then that way the quicker that you can finish, the better for you. So just keep up and don't give up. If you feel like it's too much and maybe it's not the right time, just drop it and pick it up another time that you can commit completely. Okay, number four is a school test. Why do you have to take a school test before you sit for the state exam? It's pretty much a way to prove that you are ready to take the state exam. So I believe, or at least in my school, it was 80 and above to be able to pass. So they highlighted all the points that I needed to review better. And even though I passed, I took time to review and improve my score and my knowledge, obviously. So once you pass your school test, they will give you a ticket, so that way you can schedule the state exam. Why they do this is because they don't want to waste anybody's time. You don't want to waste your time and money, obviously. So it's so you have a better idea where you are and what you need to reinforce, and if you are ready to sit for the state exam. Number five, taking the state exam. So now obviously you have passed the school exam and you feel ready and prepared to take the state exam. So you're gonna log into the PSI website and you're gonna look for the date and time that is more convenient for you. So New Jersey has a lot of facilities. You can look for the one that is more convenient, the one that is nearby. However, in my case, I was planning a trip, so I booked one an hour away because they were the only ones who had the date that it was better for me before my trip. So that's what I did. Make sure that you plan in advance and you look and compare at the dates and times that they have. Number six, going into the test. Once you book your appointment, it's gonna be under your social security number. So when you come in, that's the first thing that they're gonna ask you, for your social. So if you, for any reasons, you don't really memorize your social, make sure that you know it, like you have it on a piece of paper or something. I actually saw a situation with a lady. She was actually not someone that was born here in the US, so she barely understood what was going on, and they were asking her for her social and she didn't know it, and and they were giving her a hard time, and I felt for her. So she actually had to go back outside, look for her husband, and come back inside. It was a whole, like, it was a big deal. They're not the nicest people, so make sure you have everything ready. Bring your ID. If you're a lady, don't bring bags, don't bring a big purse, just your wallet. You don't need more than that. They have lockers. Everything that you have will go into a locker, but their lockers are very small. So if you have a purse, they're gonna make you go back to the car to leave it there. So no food, no drinks, no coffee, none of that. Also, I can stress this enough, be early. On the website, when you book your appointment, they're gonna tell you to be 20 minutes early or 15 minutes, I think. I believe, my experience, you need half an hour. First of all, to make sure that you get to the right place. I got lost, but I was like 45 minutes early, so I was able to go to the right place on time. So be early. Before you walk into the testing room, there's a whole process. You have to fill out some documents, you have to register, you have to put everything in the locker, so it's a whole process, and maybe like more than 15 minutes process. Me personally, I like to sit down, and once I have done, everything, I like to process what's about to happen, relax, breathe. That way I can be mentally prepared for what's coming. So if you're walking in late, you're not gonna have that time, and maybe they're gonna give you a hard time because you're late. So make sure that you're on time. You're half an hour early. So that's my advice on that. Number 7, you finish your test, you walked out of the testing room, and they're going to give you tell you if you passed or not right away. So they're gonna ask you for your info and such, and right away they will tell you if you pass or no. So congratulations, you pass. Right away they're gonna take you a picture, and they're gonna give you a blue paper, 2 pages, and it's gonna have all your information. It's gonna say that you passed. They don't give grades, so this kind of sucks because I would like to know, my personal opinion, but it's gonna say pass, and then it has an expiration date. So the expiration date is not from the date of the test, it's actually the date that you finish the school. So that document, you save it, and because you're gonna need it for it's pretty much your application to register your license. Okay, number 8, it's the next step will be getting your fingerprints. You're gonna go to the Indego website and register for that. Schedule your appointment. So personally, I actually had a hard time doing it online. I was doing it when the whole pandemic was going on, so I wasn't even able to talk to someone on the phone. So now they're open, and they're helping they can help you with the application. What happened to me was I did it online. I thought that I did it fine. I felt like a pro. I did it. Yes, I'm ready to go. I show up the day of my appointment, and they said, oh, this is the wrong application. I couldn't really understand why, but they had to kind of like help me on the spot to reschedule the appointment for that date and time. So thank God they actually helped me to do it. So if you're doing it online and you don't know what you're doing, just pick up the phone and call the facility that you're gonna be going for your fingerprints. They were really nice to me, and they were very helpful. So that's the next step, getting your fingerprints. Once you're done, they're gonna give you a receipt, or they're gonna send you an email that is processing, and keep that. Don't throw it away, because you're gonna need it for your application of the license. That's like the proof that you got your fingerprints, and it's gonna have a code and a number that they're gonna need to look up your information. Alrighty, number 9. At this point, many people already know which broker they're gonna go with. Me personally, I didn't. It took me actually a while to make that decision. So when I actually finally found someone that it was a good fit for me, I went ahead and I submitted the application pretty much, and they sent me back the ICA, the Independent Contract Agreement. Make sure that you read it over and over. Very meticulous. This is something that can affect you if you don't really read it through the whole thing. If there's something that you don't understand, pick up the phone and call someone with experience, someone that is probably already in the industry, maybe someone from another company, or just ask questions. Make sure that you don't sign something that you don't agree with. So go over it a few times. Once you send them the ICA, they're gonna probably schedule an appointment. Right now it's pandemic time, so it's gonna be probably over the phone, FaceTime, and they're gonna ask you for a few documents. The blue application that I mentioned before, the one that you get from the PSI, an ID, the proof of the fingerprints, a fingerprint form, and a check or a money order of $160 that's gonna be going to the state treasurer of New Jersey, and no personal checks. And you just have to be ready for that, and you're gonna interview with the broker or with someone over FaceTime probably, and they're gonna review all the documents and make sure that everything is good to go, so you can send it to them, and then that way they can process your license. Okay, number 10, lastly, the process of getting your license might take about 15 to 30 days. It all depends. Right now during pandemic time, everyone's working from home, so the process might be a little slower. So congratulations, you get your license and you're ready to rock real estate. It's time to hustle. So I really hope this information was helpful. If I missed anything, I apologize. Any details, feel free to comment below, and don't forget to be nice and kind. And I really wish you guys all the best in your journey, and thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.